My first business. The term business can mean different things to different people. If you buy a lawn mowing franchise, you are technically in business, but you are really just working for yourself. The entrepreneur is the person who sold you the franchise. They created something from scratch, in extreme uncertainty with a high potential for reward. In 2006, I had just earned a promotion at my cushy corporate role, was 26, and finally ready to start a business. I told my coworkers that I would be a millionaire before I was 30. My newest business idea was building websites for people. The fact that I didn't know how to build a website and had no IT qualifications didn't bother me. Instead, I threw myself into the deep end, learning rapidly from reading books and doing the work. My new clients would ask me questions like, "Can you build a website using ASP?" I would say yes, then frantically search Google to find out what ASP was and get to work. Everything looked great early on. I landed a project in my first week and earned $40,000 in my first year. Sure, it wasn't exactly a million, but I was happy to have even lasted a whole year. In year two, I generated around 80,000 in revenue, and by year three, I had eclipsed the hollowed six-figure mark. Before I knew it, I had an office, local employees, a server, a phone system, hundreds of clients, and an influx of new leads. I had built a real business. I was on the path to becoming a millionaire, or so I thought. I had one major problem. The business was not profitable. It wasn't profitable in year one, year seven, or even in between. I didn't become a millionaire by 30. I went backwards as all of my friends went forward. I was 30, living week to week, renting and earning a lower wage than anyone I knew. It got worse before it got better. I realized that bringing in more revenue wouldn't solve my profitability problem. The business was not growing. I tried everything, and I mean everything, to make it work. No matter what I did, I couldn't move the needle. I'd have big successes like winning a $20,000 project, and then a big failure like writing off a $10,000 invoice or hiring the wrong person. It was never consistent. I even bought another company for $40,000, thinking I'd add straight profit to the bottom line. My revenue went up by 40,000, and so did my costs. I regularly worked at Christmas time to appease my worst clients. I struggled with loneliness, a lack of motivation, and confidence. I had put myself out there, leaving my friends and coworkers. I knew people expected big things. I expected big things. I never expected to fail. There were plenty of positive signs where I'd think things were going to work out, but then something would change and I'd be knocked back on my arse again. This happened all the time. I lost my faith in my own judgment and committed to various courses of action, thinking they would save my business, only to have each one fail. After 7 years in business, I was turning over about $180,000 per year, but was still only making around $40,000 per year. I had never got even close to my honeymoon goal of $100,000 salary. In the end, I accepted that it was a problem I couldn't solve. I sold the business to build something new. This time, I was going all in. I wanted to build something real. A startup would succeed spectacularly. I wanted to stop scraping by and finally become a success. I wasn't leaving any room for the alternative.